All right, so today we're taking a deep dive into how businesses are adapting to, better serve their customers. And we've got a really interesting example from Starbucks.
Yeah.
They actually just put out a press release titled, "Starting today, there are more reasons to stay a while."
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah, it kind of piqued my interest. Right? We see things in here about free refills. The condiment bar is back. Almost feels like Starbucks is trying to go back to its roots in a way, but with a modern twist. So
right.
let's break this down.
Yeah, let's dive in.
So, what are some of the key things that stuck out to you, right off the bat from this announcement?
Well, I think the big one, the one that everyone's talking about, is the free refills.
Okay, yeah.
And specifically, it's for hot or iced coffee and tea.
Right.
But tea, there's a catch.
Okay.
You have to be in the store. So for here, orders.
Right.
And you have to use a reusable cup or one of their store mugs.
Interesting.
So, it's interesting, right?
Yeah.
They're encouraging sustainability on one hand, but it also seems like a really smart business move.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Free refills.
Right.
People are going to stay longer.
Oh, absolutely.
They might buy another pastry, another drink. Who knows?
That's a really, really smart move.
So it's kind of a win-win.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It also feels like they're trying to get back to that kind of third place vibe they were known for.
Oh.
That
community.
Yeah, the cozy, inviting atmosphere. People would hang out there for hours working or meeting friends.
Exactly.
So bringing back free refills kind of ties into that. But but it makes you wonder too, how does this make financial sense? Giving away free coffee to basically anyone who walks in the door, especially with the costs of everything going up.
Right. Well, they're not giving away everything for free.
Right.
It is specifically for brewed coffee and tea.
Yeah.
And then the reusable cup aspect, I think, is very clever. Yeah. It incentivizes people to be more sustainable, but it also helps them control costs. So they're not just endlessly pouring free coffee for everyone.
Right. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense.
And let's not forget the condiment bar is back, baby.
Oh, yes. This is big news.
Right. This is like a return to the glory days of Starbucks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But is that also a cost-cutting measure, do you think? Or
it could be seen that way.
Okay.
If you think about it, less staff needed behind the counter to hand out all those little cups of cream and sugar.
Right.
But I think it goes deeper than that.
Okay.
Starbucks has always been about customization, right? Letting customers personalize their drinks to their liking.
Right.
And this is the ultimate form of that, You're not just grabbing a pre-made drink and running. You're taking the time to make it your drink.
Yeah.
Experimenting with different flavors, chatting with other people at the bar.
It's an experience, right?
It is. It's an experience.
Yeah. And it brings back that community feel,
Yeah.
Like you're not just a customer, you're part of something.
Exactly.
So we've got the free refills, we've got the return of the condiment bar. All this seems very positive.
Right. Very customer focused.
Yeah, very customer focused. But then there's this other element in the press release that kind of caught my eye, and that is the Coffee House Code of Conduct.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's interesting, right?
It is interesting because it feels like it kind of goes against this whole, welcoming, everybody come in,
Yeah, it's a little bit of a juxtaposition there.
Yeah, what do you make of that?
Well, I think it highlights the kind of tightrope that Starbucks is walking here, right?
Yeah.
They want to create this welcoming environment, but they also have to address certain, shall we say, issues that have maybe plagued them in the past.
Right, and what kind of issues are we talking about here?
Well, things like loitering,
Yeah.
People camping out at tables for hours, maybe not even buying anything.
Right.
Disruptive behavior, being too loud, maybe making other customers uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So the Coffee House Code of Conduct is kind of their way of setting some ground rules,
Right.
Making sure everyone feels safe and respected.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's all about creating that balance,
Right.
A place where people can come in, relax, enjoy their coffee, but also, feel comfortable and respected while they're doing it.
Yeah. But how do you enforce something like that?
Yeah.
Do you have baristas policing people's behavior?
Yeah.
Won't that just lead to more problems?
Yeah, that's the $1 million question, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's going to require a lot of clear communication from Starbucks.
Okay.
Consistent enforcement.
Yeah.
Maybe some flexibility depending on the situation.
Right.
It's not going to be easy.
Right. Yeah. It's a tough line to walk for sure. So we've got, free refills, the condiment bar, this coffee house code of conduct.
Right.
All of these things kind of pointing towards Starbucks trying to really, really invest in their in-store experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
But at the end of the day, this is all meant to affect their bottom line, right?
Right.
I mean, that's why they're in business.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
Businesses don't make changes just for the fun of it usually.
Right, right.
So yeah, I think by investing in the in-store experience, they're hoping to increase customer loyalty, attract new customers, and ultimately boost sales.
Okay.
It's a long game strategy.
It is. It is.
But they're playing the long game here.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder too, right? Like, is this something that we're going to see more of in the future? Like, are other businesses going to follow suit?
It's a great question, and it's something that, I'm really interested to see how it plays out.
Yeah.
Is this the start of a new trend in the service industry?
Where businesses are really prioritizing customer well-being,
Right.
community building
Okay.
as a path to success.
Interesting.
I think it's definitely something to watch.
So listeners, keep an eye on your favorite businesses.
Yeah.
Are they making changes to enhance your experience? Are they investing in things like Starbucks is doing?
Exactly.
It's a really interesting time to be a customer.
It is. It is.
And it will be interesting to see how this all plays out.
Absolutely.
All right, that's our deep dive for today.
Thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure.
It was fun.
Yeah, great conversation.
I see ya.
See ya.